Today we are at task number 9, enumerating FTP. Let's get started. Before we begin, make sure to deploy the room and give it some time to boot. Yes, we've done that. Enumeration. By now, I don't think you need to explain any further how enumeration is key when attacking networking services and protocols. You should, by now, have enough experience with Nmap to be able to port scan effectively. If you get stuck using any tool, you can use help for that tool or manual method. We're going to exploiting an anonymous FTP login to see what files we can access and if they contain any information that might allow us to pop a shell on the system. That is a common pathway in CTF challenges and mimics a real-life careless implementation of FTP servers. Okay, Control-Shift-T, we go for a simple Nmap scan on the vulnerable app. First, we'll scan everything with the default scripts, and I also run A. I'll leave this in the background, and we'll go for a quick Nmap scan for A T5. A scans for service version, OS version, I think pings the target and something else. Probe, let me see. Let's check out. Enables OS detection, version detection, script scanning, and trace route. All right. That being said, I want this. This one will go for a while. Seems that... All right. We'll go without service detection, OS detection, and we'll go like this, PN, because we don't need to ping the target. This root privileges, yes. And I think this one, let me see, 11. Okay, we'll leave it like this. Also, I want to show you this flag. Treats all hosts as online. Skip host discovery. Okay, now resources. As we are going to be logging into the FTP server, we will need to make sure that FTP client is installed on the system. There should be one installed by default on the most Linux operating systems such as Kali or Parrot OS. You can test if there is one by typing FTP into the console. If you're brought to the prompt and say whatever, la 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 la. If you say FTP, you can see that, boom, prompted with this, exit, let's go. Then you have, as you can see, exactly what we had, then you have a working FTP client on your system. If not, it's a simple matter of using sudo apt install FTP to install one. Alternative enumeration methods. It's worth noting that some vulnerability version of FTPD in some other FTP servers variants return different responses to the CWD. Command for home directories which exist and those that don't. This can be exploited because you can issue CBD commands before authentication, and if there's a home directory, there is more than likely user account to go with it. While this bug is found mainly with legacy systems, it's worth knowing about as a way to exploit FTP. This vulnerability is documented at, we see the exploit DB, we've been there. Let's see, in FTPD, current worker directory username enumeration, right? And here we can see, all right, please log in. All right, now we understand our toolbox. Let's do this. Answer the questions below. Run Nmap scan of your choice. How many ports are open on the target machine? Here we see only one, which is the default FTP port. This one, I presume, yes, is still running. It's only 16%. I think we'll finish every question and it will still go. Only one. So we have more than one. The thing is, let's run this again. But now let's include also this thing. Scan every port. I speed up the process so we don't stay all night in here. It will still go a bit slow because we scan all the ports. That being said, I will close this and I will leave that. Network distances 2 hops. Service information host welcome. OS service detection performed, please. All right. So not shown. 890 closed TCP ports, 109 filtered TCP ports. No response from 109. We have a response from this 21 FTP. We have also from the OS detection. It's highly likely that it's a Linux operating system. Okay, I'll go in here Let's go for some other, let's attack this from other perspectives. We'll say Nmap. We'll go, this is our, say here, port 1000, 1000, 3000, 4173, 55. I'll only leave it like this. It will be much faster. Okay, let's see if we find something. Nothing in here. Then we go from 3000 to 10,000. And let's hope we find something here. And that will be it. Even this one will be much faster than scanning all the ports, you know. But scanning all the ports, you kind of make sure that you catch everything. All right. How many ports are open to the target machine? We'll find out. What port is FTP running on? We know that is 21. What variant of FTP is running on it? VS FTPD. Great, now we know what type of FTP server we're dealing with. We can check to see if we are able to log anonymously to the FTP server. We can do this using FTP and the IP into the console and entering anonymous and no password prompted. What is the name of the file in the anonymous FTP directory? Okay, so basically if we can log into FTP anonymous, Nmap has a script for that. As you can see, the default script is activated from this Nmap example, and this default script has included the FTP anon, right? Which will show you if your target has anonymous FTP login allowed. Other than that, you can just jump like here and say FTP, and you go like, what is our, let's copy our target IP, paste it here, anonymous, enter, and there you go, we have it. Okay, now we know what is the name of the file. The name of the file is publicnotice.txt. I think we need also the extension. Yes. What do we think a possible username could be? Let's see. Public. Yes, we get that. Awesome. We go exit. Cat public underscore txt. Cheers, Mike. There you go. We have the username. Great. Now we've got details about the FTP server and crucially a possible name. Let's see what we can do with that. Okay, but first let's read and see message from the system administrator. Hello, I hope everyone is aware that the FTP server will not be available over the weekend. We'll be carrying out routine system maintenance. Backups will be made to my account, so I recommend encrypting any sensitive data. Cheers, Mike. Awesome. So for ports, our last question. Let's see how we stand in here. 60% scanning all the ports. Okay, until that will finish, let me see if we can do something else in here. I will take out T5 scanning. I will take also this out. Let's jump on in here. Keep host discovery. I'll leave it like this and just go like for a simple scan like that. So as you can see, we found 2. Let's see if this is the answer. Then we can just skip the... Awesome. This is just the... How simple was that? Okay, let's close this. How simple was this? Just a simple scan with PN activated, right? So by using the PN option in Nmap or the PN flag in Nmap, we skipped host discovery. We skipped like pinging the targets and we treat everything as open. right? So we don't care about, for instance, TCP SYN, TCP ACK, right? That we don't care about the TCP three-way handshake, and we just scan for open ports.